terms of health. Are we getting sicker or are we getting healthier? I really want you to stop and kind of get honest, because I know that, when I talk to some of my workmates and some of my family members and my friends, there's definitely a lot more prescribed medication being taken. Whether that's for heart conditions, high blood pressure, asthma, anxiety, depression, so it definitely gives me an indication that we're not really getting healthier, and that kind of leads these crazy low statistics that are around in Australia at the moment. Only 2% of Australian adults are getting the recommended 2 to 5 servings of fruit and veggies a day, and only 1% of children. That leads to the statement that we will be the first generation where our parents will actually outlive us. And I don't care if health is a big thing to you or it's on your list, but that is so scary. I think we can all admit that that's something that's not supposed to happen. So what I always come down to is I honestly always come down to why. It's 2017 now. We have access to so much information. We have Instagram accounts telling us how to get healthy. We have wellness centers. We have nutritionalists. We have naturopaths. We have so many people, so many doctors telling us the top 3 things. Drink more water, do more exercise, and eat more fruits and veggies. So why are we not doing it? And honestly, for me especially, it comes down to convenience. We're the generation, we're honestly getting used to getting things now. Especially with the internet, we want things now. I know that when I've had a bad summer, I want to go to the personal trainer and I'll be like, hey, I want to, lose 10 kgs. I want to look cute, get a tighter butt. And I'm like waiting for the shortcut. I'm like begging him, tell me a shortcut. But he says, get more whole food in you. Cut out all the fat, cut out all that stuff, get more whole food in you. So honestly, guys, what I literally love about this product is it takes what we're currently doing to our bodies and what we know we probably should be doing, and it bridges that gap in a really, really quick, easy, convenient way. So what is it? It's honestly just a variety of 30 different fruits, veggies, berries, and dehydrated down and popped into a vegan capsule. So I honestly pop 2 of these bad boys every day, and I know that I'm actually flooding my body with all the nutrients that it needs. Whether I have a cheat meal, whether I don't go to the gym, whether I sleep in, whatever, I know I'm flooding my body with all the good stuff that it needs to really help me live out my potential. As well as with these products, it's so amazing is you can actually sponsor a child for free. So that 1% number we were talking about, we can actually help increase that number, and for free. I know we all love stuff for free. So with the free products, you can actually sponsor a child and they get the chewable form. I wish I could show you guys them, but I actually eaten all of them. I love them so much. But they're basically the same ingredients, just dipped in tapioca. And then the last thing we have is our complete shakes. So these guys here are honestly my lifesavers. They helped me lose a lot of weight last year, but more importantly, they really helped me maintain it. So I wasn't on that yo-yo diet anymore. So they're called our complete shakes because honestly, they're actually the complete meal. You've got your good fats, your good proteins, your good carbs, and everything like that. And they're so good for breakfast skippers because I honestly just chuck them in a drink bottle of water and they taste like chocolate or vanilla. They're so good. So obviously you guys know, this is a lot of whole food in this product. So you can imagine the kind of results people are getting. I mean, it's common sense. But, if you need to see the testimonials, we have a whole page dedicated to what this product has really done for people. At the moment, I think we have about 30 gold standard medical studies on this. And honestly, that number's increasing every year. But for me, it honestly comes down to the stories. And for me, before I did Juice Plus, I used to have really bad anxiety. So, I was really, really ashamed of it. I guess I kind of didn't want to be that girl that had anxiety. And I really didn't tell anyone. It happened at night, which I'm so thankful for. But I was just up all night. I really didn't sleep. And the next day I'd just be up and I'd just be a zombie and a mess. And I literally thought that's how I was going to live my life because I didn't want to take prescribed medications. I'd seen my friends on antidepressants and I just didn't want to go down that road. So my partner came to me and he was like, look, you need to sleep. I'm getting the best sleeps ever. And I was like, oh, I get some of that. And so I tried the product and 2 weeks in, I was honestly out cold like a baby. And then 6 months down the track, I can honestly say that I've hardly had any anxiety. It's really to get on the call now, here with a whole bunch of strangers. but yeah, it's just really, really done amazing things for me. And obviously you guys know the power of whole food. It can, you know, who knows what it can do for you. I'm going to pass over though to my beautiful friend Tamara, who has an awesome story that she wants to share with us as well.
Thank you so much, Renee. Hi everyone, my name is Tamara. I'm from Perth, WA. I first heard about the Juice Plus product through my dad. In 2012, he suffered from a severe heart attack and he almost didn't make it. He was prescribed on 8 different types of medications and he was told he'd have to take these every single day for the rest of his life. He wasn't an unhealthy person, but he had a very high stressful job. So he only made a few minor changes to his lifestyle after this happened. In 2015, he got introduced to Juice Plus through some of his friends and he decided to give the product a go because it made sense to him. Not only did it greatly improve his heart health, but 8 months into taking the product, he went from taking 8 medications a day to 0 medications a day. His heart specialist was so impressed, he said to him, whatever it is you're doing, keep on doing it because it's working. So after seeing these amazing results in my dad, I decided to give the product a go. I'll be honest, I was quite skeptical as I thought I was quite healthy already and I didn't think that I could feel or be any healthier. I've been on the product for just over a year now and it's greatly improved my health. One of the biggest improvements for me would be with my energy levels. I used to be that girl that was constantly tired, lacking in energy, sometimes feeling lethargic, but now I have sustainable energy. So I can wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning, I can exercise, I can go to work the whole day, come home and still have the energy to smash out like 4 hours of dance. And this is a huge thing for me is prior to taking Juice Plus, I was taking different supplements and I was taking those horribly large iron tablets as well. Another huge improvement for me would definitely be with my skin. I've suffered from eczema for as long as I can remember. I've tried different creams and lotions ever since I was younger and it always managed to find its way back to me. I can happily say now that 95% of my eczema has completely disappeared and it hasn't returned, which I'm so grateful for. I haven't had many breakouts. My skin has been clear, which I'm also so grateful for too. So I guess I didn't realize how much healthier I could be and feel until I started taking Juice Plus. I know that even if I have a bad day of eating or if I have a big night out and consume a lot of alcohol, I'm still feeding my body and my cells the nutrition that it needs and it deserves every single day. So just to switch things up a bit now, as well as this amazing product, we have an amazing business side to this as well. So I'd love to pass you on to my amazing friend Belle, who will speak more about how she got out of the 9 to 5. Thanks, Belle.
Hey guys, I'm Belle. So about 18 months ago now, I had just sort of finished studying psychology and I was in that position where I think a lot of young people find themselves looking for work. I'd kind of been told that if I go to uni and get good grades, then I will have like a guaranteed job and everything will kind of be set up for me. I finished uni and realized that there's no job waiting for you and you actually have to go and look for one and you might not find one. And I spent a long time looking and finally I got a job, but it was actually an hour and a half away from where I was living on the Gold Coast. And so I was driving, like commuting to work and then staying with my parents. I was away from my boyfriend half the time and very quickly realized that my job was taking away like most of my life. I had no freedom to go on holidays when I wanted. I had to ask. I couldn't have time off to spend like my niece's birthdays. I missed out on that. I missed out on so many things and realized I didn't want to be a part of that. And I kind of started looking for something else or wishing that there was something else. And then Juice Plus was introduced to me and I loved the product because it was natural and I'd cut out like the pill, Panadol, anything because I hated synthetic stuff in my body. So I loved the product. So I thought, why not share it with friends and family? Because I know that I'm a healthy person and I do a really good job, but they a lot of the times aren't doing as good a job as I am. So I wanted to share it and thought, why not jump in the business? So now I've built this team of amazing girls all over Australia. They're doing an amazing job. I get to help them do well in this business. And what I love about it is that I can't do well in this business unless I'm helping them do well. So, you know, in comparison to my job, where if I wanted to go for a promotion, I was going to have to pull those people down and like try and step over them and so much work politics in the office. And whereas in this, I raise people up, I help people do well, and then I do well. So it's just such a supportive community and everyone wants to help you. And now, 18 months down the track, I still work in my job, but I'm only casual and I work probably 2 days a week. And if they ring me up and say, can you work? I can just say no, because I'm not, relying on that money anymore, because I've got this and I've been on more holidays and have so much more time freedom. And everyone always asks, why am I always at cafes and at the beach working? So it's been amazing for me. I'm going to pass it over to Benny, who's going to tell you about Justin Bieber.
Oh, what's up, everyone? I'm Benny. Thank you so much, Belle. Look, I'll be honest, okay? Like, when I first saw this business, I was all in. Okay, I didn't have too many reservations. I'm a pretty excitable guy, to be honest. But there were two things that I had to have answered before I wanted to start, and that was, do I have to be a salesman? Okay, and do I have to know a lot of people? Now, I just moved to the Gold Coast. I didn't know many people, and I'd done sales before. I'd done cold calling. I lasted like 5 days. I used to write down fake numbers that I apparently called, and they were good leads, because I hated it, okay, and I sucked at it. Now, I'm going to show you how this business really works, okay? I'm the whiteboard boy, by the way, guys. Look, here's me. I started off all lonesome by myself. Now, all I did was I thought of someone who I absolutely love, my sister. I reached out to her, and I just said, hey, look, man, I'm super excited about this. I don't know if it's for you, but would you want to take a look? And she said, hell yes. And she came in, she loved it. So I don't sell to my sister. Like, that's impossible. She knows me better than anyone. But we just taught her the same thing. Find some people you want to work with. She found a friend, Sarah, who ended up joining the business. So on. Sarah found her friend, Ali. Ali found her friend, Corey Jazz. Corey Jazz found her friend, Liz. Now, knowing a lot of people, guys, from there, I only knew my sister. And from there, I had 4 more people on my team. All right? But look, I'm going to show you the magic stuff. Are you ready? Okay, let's just say that I reach out to 2 more people. Kate reaches out to a couple more. So does Sarah. These people reach out to a couple more. And so on and so on. If you get the picture, guys, going absolutely crazy. Now, look, guys, who likes Justin Bieber on this call? Bit of a trick question. Almost everyone's hands go up. I know we're in Gen Y call. But okay, be honest. Raise your hand if you've watched this video, baby, on YouTube. Appreciate the honesty, guys. I know you have. Now, that has 1.5 billion views on Facebook. I saw on YouTube. Now, look, do we honestly think that Justin Bieber personally went out as like a 14-year-old kid, whatever age he was, and he found 1.5 billion people by himself, shared it with them? It's impossible, right? What did he do? He had something really cool. Debatable. He shared it with a couple of people. He shared it with a couple who shared it with a couple. Bang, bang. Next minute, what's he doing? He's absolutely killing it. He's lying on the beach in Hawaii, sipping on pina coladas, getting paid tons of money from YouTube, guys. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. You don't have to be pretty little Justin Bieber, famous singer, to do well at this business, because you don't need to create that cool thing. It's already there, right? We just plug in. We learn it all. The system works. We get paid. It works, guys. It's amazing. It's so simple. And honestly, if you think YouTube pays a lot of money, just wait till you see this business. Now, look, that's me. I'm going to pass it on to my good friend, Danielle. She's done some epic stuff in her business, traveling. She's going to talk a little bit about the change in her lifestyle. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. Hi, everyone. So I am Danielle. I am 21 and I'm currently here in New York. It's very early and I'm obviously from England. So it's so nice to be on an international call with everyone. I got introduced to this business 3 years ago now. I was living in London. I was working 3 jobs, one in a juice bar, one in a nightclub, and one as a waitress. So I was up at all hours and working my way around. And I was honestly just getting by. It was expensive and I was young and I just was trying to work my way through. And the one thing that I really wanted to not have to do was to not have to ask my parents for money to bridge the gap between the income that I was earning and the rent and the bills and everything that I had to pay. So I was working tons and tons. I was definitely not fulfilled. I was kind of just plodding along. I started my dance career. I did really well. And then I got injured, so I couldn't dance anymore. So I kind of lost my sense of direction. And to be honest, I've never really been like the one for the 9-to-5 job. Like I've always been like doing like one job for like 3 months and then on to the next job because I just get so bored. So I've never been down for that. And when I was introduced to this business, I never heard anything like it. I was 18 at the time. I was kind of just naive to the situation and was just down for whatever. So I was like, sure, yeah, like I'll do it. Like I always said yes to everything. So it was just another thing that I was saying yes to. I didn't really understand what I was getting myself involved in. I didn't really understand what I had to do. I just decided to jump in, and I am literally so glad as I sit here in New York in our apartment that I said yes to the opportunity. In my first 3 months, I was able to make just over £1,000, which I think in Australia is just under $2,000. And that was whilst I was working them 3 jobs. So as you can imagine, as an 18-year-old living in London, working 3 jobs and having this extra £1,000, I was like, whoa, this is like the best thing ever. Like, I didn't know what to do with my money. I'd never been given money like that before. So it was like a huge change in my life for me, because I was then able to say yes to treating myself to things, to buying myself drinks and things like that. So drinks as in like night drinks, not just like water. So every month since then, it's carried on growing. In 1 year in the business, I was able to quit all of my 3 jobs and go full time with this business, and decide to be location independent and work from wherever I want, growing this business and really giving it back to other people. And now I can surprisingly say that I earn 3 times as much as what I did in them 3 jobs, and been able to do this wherever we want. And I know it's not all about the money, but it's about what the money can do for us. And I've been able to do some incredible things with the money that I have made. In the past 1.5 years, we've been able to do lots of traveling, which I'm so grateful for. We've been to Hawaii, we've traveled around Europe, we went to Australia to see all you guys. And the one thing that I'm most proud of in my business was that last year when I decided that I was going to Australia, and my brother had been out there for 2 years now on his traveling visa, and we hadn't seen him, and he's literally like my best friend in the world. And I was able to hit my bonus, and with that bonus I was able to pay for my mum to come with me. And she was so excited. She's never been outside of Europe. She goes on like 1 holiday every 2 years. Like, it was the biggest thing for her, and it was her 50th birthday, and being able to give back to your parents. Guys, anyone who like comes from a family where the parents just do everything for them. Like, my parents paid for me to go to dance school and all these amazing things, and I'm so grateful. So for me to be able to now give back to them and give my mum a monthly income, and to go and treat herself to do the things that she really wants to do because she never did, is incredible. And the one thing that I love so much about this business, which I kind of just fell into and didn't really realize until it was happening, was that whilst we were traveling, we were able to make money at the same time. So I was like, oh, it's okay. Like, I can pay for my mom to go. Like, I've got the money to pay. Like, but then when I got there, I was still making money. And that's the amazing thing about this business, is that no matter where you are, as long as you have this little nice device, then you can still build your business and help people online and help them get healthy internationally. Like, my business is like mainly in the UK, but I live here in New York, and I'm still able to connect with them people every single day and build that business. So that's the one thing that I'm most grateful for, is that we are location independent. Moving on, we are now going to Coachella next month, which is so exciting. And I know Ben and Renee and Joss are coming to join us, and we're just going to have some fun, make some money, have some cool time, take some photos, and just enjoy our life. Because if you're not living and enjoying yourself, then what are you doing? We're here to live. So I guess I just wrap up my part with saying, if you are looking for something to make an extra income and you don't really understand how or why, I would just say yes, jump in, because what it's done for me is incredible, and what it can do for you is exactly amazing as well. So if you're just looking to make an extra income around your 9 to 5 to be able to afford more groceries, or just treat yourself, or go out for dinner once a week, or anything like that, then maybe this opportunity could be for you. So I'm going to pass on now to Jaren, who's going to explain a little bit more about how we make money, and share a little bit about him. So thank you, everyone, and I hope you have a lovely night.
Awesome. Thank you, Danielle. How awesome are the stories tonight? I still get blown away by all the stories. It's really, really cool. So as Danielle said, my name's Jaren. I've been a part of Juice Plus for about 18 months now. So my other half is Belle, and she kind of shared a little bit about our story. But I get to talk about the money. And I don't know about you guys, but who loves money? I definitely do. And I love what money does for us, especially what we can do with money, right? And in this business, we get paid 3 different ways, which is kind of cool. And look, I don't know about you guys, but in my traditional business, I get paid one way, and if that. And sometimes people don't turn up, or they don't pay their invoice or whatever. So amazing thing is we get paid 3 ways. So the very first one is called retail. And retail is basically where you literally connect the customer with the company, and the company puts money in your bank account. You don't have to hold any stock. You don't have to sell it out of the boot of your car or your garage and buy all this stock and hold it, and it might go off, or and all that stuff. We can sell this, and we can distribute this in just under 30 different countries, which is kind of amazing. And they take care of all the back end stuff, which is kind of cool. So that's retail. The second one is called commission. And commission is basically where you basically help and teach others to do this business, and they do the same, and you get rewarded for that. Super simple. It's pretty cool, right? So that's commission. The next one is bonuses. And I don't know about you guys, but I love a good bonus. I think, I don't know about you guys, but especially for me, I don't get any bonuses in my traditional business. And I think, bonuses are kind of been and gone. Yeah. The days of the Christmas bonus or the annual bonus is kind of, it's gone, right? And in this business, we get loads. So it starts from $100 right up to $30,000, depending on what country you're from. That's crazy, right? And look, I think, if you want to learn a little bit more about what's possible in your first, 30 to 60 days, $1,000 to $2,000 is very achievable in that time, which is really cool, right? And especially a business that you've just started. Most businesses, my business cost me money in the beginning. So most businesses lose out, and so you could make $1,000 to $2,000, and there's a lot more. And look, the guy that just before I go into that, if you want to learn about these other two, please reach out to the person that invited you along, or if you're watching the recording, please reach out to that person, and they can help you with that. But as I was going to say, the guy that you're going to hear from a little later, who's personally helped me loads through this journey, Adam, he earned a whole lot more in his first weeks of the business, all just by following the system. But I'm going to pass it over to my man Simon, and he's gonna share his story.
Thanks, Jaron. Hey everyone. So I'm Simon, and I've been taking Juice Plus for about a year now, and I've been part of the business for about 8 months. And initially, when Juice Plus actually came into my life, I was looking at starting my own business in the health and wellness industry. And I soon realized that starting a business is, the overhead's going to be quite big. The commitments to starting a business would actually be too much, and I would actually have less time. Less time to do the things I love. And those who know me, one of those things is traveling. Currently now, for the past 10 years, I've worked with my family. And the truth is, I don't get a raise. I don't get a bonus. I don't get sick leave or annual leave. I don't know what any of those things are. And I'm still trading my time for money, even though I'm practically working for myself. I'm my own boss. I don't answer to anybody. And this is why the Juice Plus business model made sense to me. To know that a business is going to pay me on my performance, not time, to basically share and connect with people, to build relationships, it just made sense. You could make as much as you want, and you could even give yourself a pay rise every month if you chose to put in the work. It was different to what I knew about business, but it just made sense. And I saw this as a better way to financial freedom. linking arms with like-minded people and really changing the quality of our lives and other people's lives. It also gives me the chance to give back, which is what I love doing. You know, I love contributing positively to other people's lives because this business is about helping people. And the only way to succeed is to help others create something for themselves. So initially, in the beginning, I joined for the income, but I've stayed for the impact. And next, I'm so honored to introduce our guest speaker, Adam Westwick. He's one of our company leaders, and he's such an inspiration to all of us. What he has created and built, he's built an amazing life for himself and his family now. And I actually just can't wait to hear what he has to share. So take it away, Adam. Thanks, everyone. Adam?
Hey, Simon. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the introduction. Who knows what I'm going to say, really. Myself, I am from the Gold Coast here in Australia. I've been involved in Juice Plus business for just short of 3 years. To say that it has been life-changing would be kind of an understatement. Before Juice Plus coming in my life, I was a traditional business owner. It's kind of cool connecting with all you young guys because I'm about to save you like 15 years of heartache. Because I was a traditional business owner. I became one at the age of 23. I thought to own my own business would mean that I could own my own life and I could do whatever I want. And after about 10 years of owning my own business and probably, you know, just really losing my mind almost, is that I finally realized that I wasn't going to own my own life owning my own business. I thought getting staff would be the answer. You know, me working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, get staff that would free me. And then I ended up working out that I had a adult size kindergarten. So that wasn't fun either. And I think then kids came along, you know, we had kids, 10 years ago now, and my life changed again. You know, I think, you know, it's all good when you're single or you've just got a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You can work 60, 70 hours a week, but once kids come along, guys, I think, you know, you want to spend time with your kids. You want to, you know, before they're gone, they're gone, and, you know, away you go. So I think for me, I really was looking for a better way. I'll be honest with you. When I came along to an event like this, I was very skeptical. I'd seen people do businesses like this before, but I'd kind of seen them do it all the ways not to. And that's write a list of all your friends and go and annoy them and become one of those people. You certainly don't have to be that person to be successful in this business. And, you know, like I said, you know, over the last 3 years, you know, I really did this in stolen moments in the beginning as I was still doing my traditional business, but I had laser focus that I wanted to get to a point that we could be earning about $12,000 to $15,000 a month so we could get out of our traditional business. You know, I'm proud to say that we're able to do that within about 9 months of starting the business, that we got to that consistent 12 to 15,000 a month. And that's really exploded since then. And, you know, I don't share this to impress you, but just to impress upon you what's truly possible in a business like this. That, you know, over the last 3 years, my wife watched me do this for the first 7 months and thought I was crazy. Then 2 years ago, she decided to get involved. And, you know, in the last 2 years, we've now built a combined income that is now on the verge of a 7-figure a year income. And I don't know about what you guys would do with an income like that, but it's certainly you start to dream. I'm glad that I wasn't earning that sort of income in my 20s, because I know how I partied with no money, let alone, it'd be scary to imagine the money if I had this money now. So it's certainly exciting. I think the life you get to change is one of the biggest things I love about it. We came in this thing in the beginning out of desperation. We certainly do it now out of inspiration to inspire and help others create an amazing life. And I think you guys know that life has changed. You know, the way that we go about life, the social media, the internet, all that stuff is in your hands, ready to be used and taken advantage of. You just got to find a great system. And I truly believe this is one of those. So I'm going to hand it over to Josh. So thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, but I appreciate it, guys. And everyone on the call who's listening, if those stories didn't do something to you, we really got to get you checked out, because, you know, whether it's from the product story that, you know, Tamara and Renee shared, or, you know, the business story, or, you know, the thing about Justin Bieber, or just the things that you can do for other people, you know what I mean? That's really what this all is about. And if you've had the urge to ever do something like that, you know, whether you want to help your mom, whether you want to get healthier, you know, whether you want to make a side hustle so that, you know, a side income so that you're not just dependent on one income. God forbid something bad happened. You know what I mean? That's what this is about. And I never want anyone to look back, 2 years from now and say that they didn't have the opportunity, because the opportunity is there. And all you got to do is reach out and tell us exactly what it is that you want. And, don't set small goals for yourself. It's something that I've always said to people. And, here's our goals on the back of here. But the only thing that's holding you guys back from not getting the goals that you want is the bullshit story that you keep telling yourself. And our job is to be the support and help you tell yourself a new story. So if you want to tell yourself a new story, if you want to do something different, if you want to have the life that you're dreaming about and you're looking for a team to run with, we're your guys. So I'm super excited that you all hopped on the call. If you're watching the recording, thanks for watching, and send the person who sent you this what you like best, because that's what's most important, is that you got some value out of this call. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you guys later. And right? All right. See ya.